start recording. So I'm going to record the session. I'll probably be checking on my cell phone every now and then just to make sure nobody's sending out a group me that they can't get on, or an email. So a couple things. Well, let's go ahead and hang out for a few minutes and make sure that nobody else is going to show up. JC is like our vampire man right now. I see your shadow. How you guys doing? Oh, this is just like real
Good.
class. Nobody wants to talk.
Hi.
There's a
Hi.
chat. There's like a chat feature too. If you guys want to use it, it is should be off to the side there. So if you have questions and you don't feel like talking or having your voice heard, that's fine too. But let me go ahead and shoot out a group me and make sure everybody's okay. How many people do we have in here? Let's see, 7? Can you guys? Okay, hold on real quick. Looks like she's is the rain really loud on your end? I'm sitting in a room and I'm kind of on an outside porch. No? Good. If anything is like really super annoying or something that's coming from me in the background, just let me know, because I won't be able to tell. Well, just to give you guys an update, midterms are due today at noon. So your grades are updated. So what I've done with the exam, I've had some issues with the exams, mainly because at first I thought I was going to scan them and just send them to you guys, but that's technically not. You guys might not know this, but there's something called FERPA, and Federal Education. I forget what the R and the P stand for. The A is Act. It is basically it's like HIPAA in hospitals, but it's protection for students. So I'm not really allowed to scan documents and send them to you guys like that. I'm actually not allowed to let other people see your grades. You might not even know that either. So all of that means I've had trouble figuring out how to get them back to you. So what I've figured out is, let's see, I'm going to share my screen real quick. This is what it's going to look like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the exam, and this will take me a while. But it is probably the best way to do it that I can figure out. I'm just going to write in, like if we had Jill up here, since you're the very first name in the class, I will write in what you if you got it wrong and why you got it wrong, and then I will just, like, for Jill, I will just send you your feedback on the exam. And then I'll make a video reviewing the exam that you can look over in your own time. Right now in the grade book, you all have an 80% on the exam, and that's the lowest you can go. So basically, I curved the exam to 80, and I'm still grading them. I'm super far behind, guys. Sorry. But right now, you all have like a 42 out of 50. in your grade book. So that's the lowest you'll get on the exam. It can only, so it's out of 50 points. So the lowest you can get on the exam is 42. And that plays into your midterm grades. So I'll post your midterm grades after we get done on the Zoom session. And I think, let me look, the current average in our class right now is pretty good. It's at an 88. That is it's a B plus. It's almost to an A minus, which is really good. So you guys are doing well. I mean, and that's with the forums and everything. Yep, that's where we stand with grades. I'm sorry I'm behind, but that's why I did the usually I never curve anything. So, but I figured you guys have a lot going on, and since I'm behind anyway, I wanted to make sure that you weren't worrying about your grade on the exam. And then I'll post a YouTube video so you can sit down and you can look over once you get the feedback on your exam. I do encourage you to watch that YouTube video. I'll go over every question in the exam, and I'll leave that up for a couple weeks, and then I'll probably take it down, and then I can put it back up if you need to use it for review as well. I also can't send you copies of the exam because there will be people that will keep those, unfortunately, and just save them and sell them to people next year. So I don't like to have to change my exam 50 different times. So hopefully that makes sense. What questions do you guys have about anything right now? It can be about class. It can be about anything that's going on. Anything, really. I mean, this session is more for you guys than it is for me. So I wanted to get you on here, and any questions you might have about anything.
Anything we need to know for the lab this weekend?
No, if you're following directions, I think that if the directions are clear enough, those should be all you need. Is anybody having trouble with that or understanding what's expected of you guys? Spring break officially starts on Monday, so if you have time today or tomorrow to get it done, there will be no work next week. So that lab is really your last thing to get done before spring break. And then I'm going to work next week to get an updated syllabus posted so you guys kind of know where we're going. I'll unhide Moodle. I know I've hidden all the weeks going forward. So I'll post. Class will probably be pretty similar to what we're going to do forums. You guys are going to reply. As far as assessments and skills that we would have learned in lab, I am going to do videos of myself over spring break, and I'm going to post them so you can, so like the hand grip test or doing a vertical jump test on somebody. I'm going to post videos of all of that, and then you will watch those videos. And then when we do a practical exam, I'll post other videos, but there's probably going to be, you're going to have to watch out for little things that I might do wrong. And I'm pretty sure that Dr. Nora is doing that in her classes as well. I don't know who of you are in her class right now, but yeah, that's how practical exams will look. So another suggestion I have is try not to lose touch with too much with some of the things we've done previously in the semester. It'd be a good idea to get out your notes, look over some of that material. The quiz that's due on Sunday will help you with that. You can that quiz is from everything from quiz 2 up till now, so you got 2 chances to take it, and that'll help you review a little bit, maybe dig back in your brain some of the things that you might have forgotten that we've gone over. Seems like a million years since we were in class together. That was good question, Zach. Does that answer your question? I thought that was Zach that asked that question.
That was me. And yes, it does.
I was reading over some of your forums when I was putting your grades in. It was kind of, I don't know what were you guys talking about? You were talking about using heart rate monitors. That was a few weeks ago, but I remember you guys were talking about, some of you have PE teachers that use heart rate monitors, which is really cool. And I think Zach at one point said that he thought somebody's PE teacher sounded like a dictator. That made me chuckle. What other questions do you guys have about anything? Are you guys doing okay? You guys getting a little, feeling a little insane? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, a couple of my South Africa people on here. That'll be fun. We got 11 people right now going on the trip, so that'll be cool.
Is the quiz timed?
What's that?
Is the quiz timed? Like, is there a time limit?
Yes. Should be like 55 minutes. And you get to take it twice. So I think I might have said this just now. I can't remember. I'm going slightly insane myself, guys, too. So keep in mind your professors. Are going insane, too. So everything between quiz 2 and quiz 3, that's like all the material we covered between quiz 2 and quiz 3. There could be some stuff on there from previously. So you can do it one of two ways. I mean, the best way would be to go back and like look over some of the lectures. Or if you just want to wing it, and if you don't get a great score on the first one, then you can go back and take it again. And if you get a perfect score the second time, then that'll just pull your grade right back up. It is timed, though. Usually most of my quizzes are. If we do another written exam, we will do another written exam. It will be timed, but I'm not gonna like monitor you. You can, like I've told all my other classes this already. That's my dog. Yeah. She doesn't know that I can't turn the rain off. So she's going to stand here and whine at me and want to go outside. So watch this. We'll see. I'm going to open the door for her. All right. Come on. See my sweet slippers. Watch. One? No? She's a princess. Oh. Yeah, I know you tried. Now she wants a snack because she's like, well, I stuck my head out the door. Here you go. Oh, that's Luna. That was Luna. Written exams, yeah. So I'll post those on Moodle. So what will happen is I will make it available at a certain time, and you'll have like an hour or so to finish it. And you can use anything you want. Notes, Google, whatever. Probably make it a teeny bit, a little bit harder than a regular exam because you can use each other too. I really don't care. I know that's what a lot of people in my other classes are going to do anyway. So that is how written exams will work. Practical exams will work the same way, except there will be videos to watch. So I'll probably give you 2 or 3 hours to do it, but you only have like a 2 or 3 hour block to watch the videos, answer questions, and turn in probably do it on Moodle. So there'll be YouTube videos that you watch, and then you answer questions, and you have a period of time to turn them in. Beyond that, I mean, really the weekly structure of the class won't change much. You'll have some YouTube videos to watch or some articles to read. We'll do forums. Those seem to work pretty well. You guys get pretty engaged on those. Quizzes. And just all the practical stuff we'll have to do by watching videos. And I'll be the guinea pig. I'll be the person performing them. I haven't quite figured out what we're going to do for the project yet. For probably just what I might have you do is just work with your group members on Google, so you can work together and you can put together. I might see if everybody has a cell phone, you can do like a self video of yourself talking about it. And you can send those videos to me. We might do something like that, or we just might do a research review on your specific topic and turn those in on Moodle. I'm still thinking through that. So, what do you guys have? Any questions on anything? Any questions on the assignment or the quiz or? You guys like this distance learning stuff? Yeah, me neither. Yeah, there's people that do this for a living, like professors like me, but I could never do it. Or anything else? Is everything else going okay in your other classes? If you guys want to stay on here when the seniors get on, it's a I think you'll get a good laugh. You'll be in their shoes at some point. But at least it's happening during freshman year for some of you, sophomore year and not senior year. Any other thoughts or concerns? Are you guys exercising at home? You guys going out some distance, the track people, you going out for runs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Today's, well, where I'm at, it's raining.
It's also raining where I'm at.
Who's really far away? Is anybody not even in Indiana right now? No? Everybody's here? Is anybody still working at all? No. You guys, who all turned in a exercise science application? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Good. I think there's also, what does this do? Cool. So if you, depending on if you're on a cell phone or not, I don't know how it looks on a cell phone, but there's an option. It's called reactions. And you can, you know, if you don't want to actually put your hand up, you can do like a yay or a thumbs up. Look, Jill got it. Yeah, see? That's pretty cool. I mean, you guys want to do a Zoom session every week? We can. It depends on if you think it's helpful or not. Okay.
I guess it depends on what we did in the Zoom session.
Most of my Zoom sessions have been open-ended at this point. I won't do like lecturing over Zoom because like right now, I mean, there's 10 people in here, which is awesome. That includes me. So there's 9 of you. Some people might have to work. And I know that just none of us are making people mandatorily come to live classes like this. It's just you can't depend on technology all the time. So any coursework, it won't be live. So most of the time, the Zoom sessions are more like just to actual see real live people. Let you ask questions about class. I do have the power to actually show you things in Zoom, like with myself. Like I could stand up and show you things. I could answer questions. So after spring break, when we get into a little bit more of a rhythm, I'll probably try and have Zoom sessions more towards the end of the week. So if you're working on material that's due on Sundays, the hope is by Friday, maybe you've looked at it a little bit and you're like, oh, I need to ask him this question in the Zoom session, or this question or this question. So I probably won't use Zoom for like active delivery of course content, because I'm not going to make it mandatory for people to get on Zoom. I want you guys to come to Zoom to interact with me and ask questions, and I can do updates on Zoom too. I'll always record the sessions, so and I can I'll put them on YouTube, and then I'll give you the link so you can re-watch it, especially if you aren't here right now. So if it gets to the point where like I'm doing Zoom sessions and 1 or 2 people show up, then if you guys just like doing just group me throughout the week for questions, that's completely fine too. I should probably check and make sure. You don't have any messages through Zoom or group me, so all right. Anything else going on?
Life's boring.
It is. What are you guys doing to keep busy besides schoolwork? Anybody watching anything cool on TV? No.
Whatever's on TV.
What's that?
Netflix.
What'd you say, Levi?
Netflix.
What's on Netflix?
Tiger King.
What is this Tiger King? I started to see things pop up on social media in the last couple weeks. What is it?
This guy that he like breeds tigers. He has like over 200 tigers in like cages in his backyard. It's like a zoo, and he like pays people to come and like see him.
Does he ever get bit?
No, but he had an employee that got their arm taken off.
That's not funny, but I mean, it is tigers.
Professor Everin,
Yes,
I
sir.
have to leave to get ready for Spanish Zoom session.
Yeah, same.
All
I'd
right.
rather stay
All
here
three
than
of
go
us
to
are in the same
Spanish.
Spanish.
Are you guys doing a live class?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do it like 4 days a week almost.
Wow. Well, it would be really hard, I think, to do Spanish not live. I probably.
Yeah.
So, was that with Professor Johnston?
No, we have Mayan.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, have fun in class. You guys have a good weekend. All right.
Bye.
Two.
You guys don't have to stick around if you don't want to. If you've got all the information that you need, you're welcome to leave. If you have questions, it doesn't have to be about class. It can be about anything. I think you all know by now that we're pretty much shut down for the rest of the semester. As we're doing all online stuff through the rest of the semester. If you didn't see that in your email, I don't know what they're going to do for graduation. I know a lot of you don't have to worry about that right now, but if you have questions, you can always post them in the group me. I don't necessarily enjoy having my phone with me this much right now, but since we're in the position we are in, I keep it with me pretty much from 8 to 5. So if you shoot me a question kind of late night, I might not answer it, but between 8 and 5, I try and have my phone with me. If you ever have a question, just post it in group me. And it's something that really is something's going on and you need to talk. I can do a phone call. We can do a Zoom session one-on-one. That's perfectly fine. All right. Peyton, you going back to sleep?
No, I have math. But
You have what?
I have a quantitative reasoning that I still have to go to.
Who's that with?
Fonstad.
Now, do you guys do that on Zoom or something?
We use the big blue button thing on Moodle.
Is that working all right? Do you,
Yeah, it's going pretty good. I do that for quantitative reasoning, and then I also do it for Spanish. Do that
Okay.
one. So this is my first time on Zoom.
Is it as good as Zoom?
I don't know. This is like my first time on Zoom, but I think it's pretty much the same.
Okay. I'm glad that's working. I'm glad that's working.
It's not that different.
It's not that different. Good. Good. And you just, yeah, I tried out Big Blue Button a couple times. You just click on it in Moodle and it sends you straight to it, huh?
Yep.
Good. Good. Right on. Unless you guys have any questions, I mean, you're free to go. You can hang out. I'm not super exciting. I have sweatpants and slippers on right now, so.
What have you been doing for like weightlifting?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, is this Tyler?
Yeah.
Oh, I can see it's lighting up on the screen. Well, I'm lucky enough. I actually have a rack in my garage. But I know that. What do you have anything at home, Tyler?
No, I don't really have much. I've just been using my backpack and filling it up with stuff.
Good. Hey, I was gonna say, find anything that has a handle on it. Do you have any bands at all?
I think I might be able to find some.
Yeah, if you have some bands, you can do quite a bit. I think at this right now, really, as far as movement goes, if you really are trying to stay in shape, it's gonna be a lot of volume. Like if you can lift pretty heavy, like if you could do a really good bench press or squat or deadlift in the weight room, then body weight stuff might not feel like much. So you're just gonna have to do a lot of reps with a lot of. So if you can, whatever you're doing, if you're doing body weight stuff or you're doing lightweight stuff with your backpack, just do a lot of reps, very little rest, and if you can get that really swollen feeling in your muscles, lots of lactic acid buildup, you can still get yourself some positive adaptations. It won't be the same as heavy weightlifting, but
Yeah.
Find anything heavy to lift, man. It'll be awkward probably, but I've had to change up a couple things because I just don't have access to what I do on campus. So
Yeah, that was my main, like, besides trying to figure out online schooling, that was my main thing because we were on a hypertrophy program where I was doing like 385 for squat.
yeah, I mean, if you could take that backpack, I mean, don't tear up your backpack because you'll probably need that at some point. Or if you have an old duffel bag, or it's anything that you can just stuff in. I mean, you could get something probably close to 100 pounds. Now,
Yeah.
the tough thing is going to be holding it because it's going to be all awkward. But you could do front squats. Like if you had a big duffel bag that you could hold like this, you could do front squats. And if you got like 80 pound, 90 pounds worth of crap in a duffel bag, if you have books, whatever, and having to hold that really weird thing actually will have it'll make you work.
All right.
I would say that's probably a pretty good start. And then, I mean, it really depends on how you can set it up. If you had like a duffel bag or something that could lay across the back of your shoulders, you might be able to do back squat. And that, yeah.
Yeah, just have like I'll put my backpack just on my back to squat, do like calf raises and stuff like that.
Yeah, hold it in
And
front too, man. Try that.
Mhm.
Try front like a front loaded something or other out front.
okay.
It will. It'll be a little bit more specific to what you were doing than having your back on. Even though you think like, yo, my backpack's on my back, it must be a back squat. But it's not the same as having, because remember that bar is up a lot higher. So
Mhm.
I switch between the two and try it out.
All right.
And if you have any bands, just if you need some, like if you have a really lightweight band, a good way to increase intensity is just to tie knots in it.
All right.
Yeah, if you have questions about that stuff, hit me up and group me. And I've been doing the same thing. I mean, I have a rack, but that's pretty much all I have. So I've kind of had to figure out how to do a variety of things without like dumbbells and a cable machine. And, our weight room at Franklin is really not that great. But then you don't have it and you're like, crap, it actually has a lot of stuff. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's been interesting. If there are body weight movements that are tough for you, like, if there's any body weight movements that are tough for you, now's the time that you can focus on those. See how many
Mhm.
push-ups you can do.
Work on balance and stuff too.
Yeah. One-legged stuff. That's a way to change things up. Like, I know that Coach Roz, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has you doing some split stance stuff in the weight room. I've seen him. So, like if you have a step or even stairs where you can do step ups, hold that backpack while you step up on one leg, or you do a split stance squat, right?
Yeah.
Those can be really good ways to vary your setup.
Okay. Yeah, he sent out a 4-week body weight workout. So I've been trying to do that and then some of my own stuff too.
Good. Yeah, I've been meaning to make like a video to put on like Facebook and stuff for the exercise science people. I just have not gotten around to it. Maybe over spring break.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have questions, just let me know. Is everything going all right?
Yeah, everything's going pretty good. Just stuck at home.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not cool, man. It's tough. But if you ever need to chat, just shoot me a text, man. Anything. Then doesn't have to be about class. You got questions
right.
about lifting or whatever, let me know.
All right, I will.
All right, man. Have a good weekend, all right?
All right, you too.
My other dog has a winter coat.
I am recording. When I post this out to YouTube, the first portion of it will be with me with the freshmen. So if you need to come ahead at all to this portion, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and just kind of start with some of the stuff that I wanted to get out to you guys today. Well, you know what? Let's hang out for 4 or 5 minutes, and people are jumping on, so let's give them a minute or two. I'm gonna check my group me a little bit more while we're on to make sure that people aren't reaching out that can't get on for some reason.
Yeah, like last time when you left Tyler Lee hanging.
Yeah, that was a real smooth move on my part.
I will say the lectures on Zoom help a lot more than just like the regular PowerPoint ones.
Good. I'm glad. I hope that they did.
Since like you were able to like get up and demonstrate stuff.
Yeah, you guys like that, didn't you? Watching me do my It was good. I know that it was a little sketchy in some points. I never used Zoom before to record a lecture, but then I figured out that there's some really cool features. So
Mm-hmm.
all right. Haley, did you get it figured out with your speaker?
Yeah.
Good.
Can you hear your echo?
I can't. Nope. Which is
No.
pretty good. So
Yeah, it's really loud. It's kind of a problem because I couldn't hear any of the lectures. Like I couldn't hear Nora's or either of yours. So I have to like go back through and do them today because it was hard to take notes and put my ear up to the speaker.
yeah, that would suck. That would. How old is your Mac?
Well, I got it when I came into college, like my freshman year, so like 3 years.
Oh, so pretty much brand new. My Mac is. I got my Mac in 2012, and
Yeah, I don't know why my mom was like, "Some speakers just go out," but I feel like that's weird.
you should. I mean, obviously any computer is like this, but this is the reason I like my Apple so much. That should be under warranty with your machine, and you should be able to. Well, when all this is over, you probably can't right now, but you should be able to walk that into an Apple store, and they'll take your computer from you for a couple days, and they'll fix it for nothing.
Is that just if you have like Apple Care Plus though?
No. Well, I did for a while, but I don't anymore. And like last year, like one of the ports on my computer broke down, and they fixed it for free.
Oh.
So I mean, I'm not quite sure it'll apply to you the same way, but it's always good to check.
Well, I used to have Apple Care Plus. I might still have it, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I stopped paying for that a long time ago.
Yeah, I didn't realize I was paying for it until my phone screen crashed and I went in and they were like, "Oh yeah, it's like free or $30 or something." I was like, "Oh, that's nice." And they were like, "Yeah, because you have Apple Care Plus." I was like, "Great."
It is pretty nice, especially like if some people are really hard on their devices.
Mhm. Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Well, we have 10 people here. I guess that's pretty solid. So a couple of updates on class. Midterms are due today at noon. I have everything updated that I can, I think. So I'll submit your grades after we're done here. And as far as the exams go, I don't have them finished. I'm super far behind on everything. I'm really sorry. I feel terrible about it, but what I've done. Sorry, I'm reading Augie's. Is he here? Did he make it in? Yeah, you're here. You made it, man. He's still in bed, guaranteed. What I've done is I have put in a preliminary grade for the exam at 80%. You will not get a grade lower than 80% on the exam. So it's basically a set curve on the exam. So you can only get higher. So I'm pretty sure that all of you have 42 out of 50 right now in the grade book. So you will not go below that on the exam when I get them finished. And what I figured out that I'm going to do is, this is another thing that's going to take me forever, but I can't send you the exams. I just can't do it. So this is what I'm going to do. I am going to, each section, there's only 2 sections of the exam, so I'm just going to put in what you got wrong for each section. So if Haley's obviously the first in the alphabet here, so I will I'll give her feedback, so just for example, number 1, and choose all that apply. You marked A and B. And then I would continue. And then I'm going to copy and paste each one of these rows, and I'm going to post it on Moodle for every single one of you. And so you're not going to be able to see each other's feedback, but you'll be able to see yours. And then I'll make a YouTube video. I'll make a YouTube video of me going over the exam that you can watch anytime you want. Is that okay? Sorry, guys. So I never, I think you guys, I know I never use curves, but I put a huge curve on the exam, mainly because I'm so late on it. And obviously you guys are under a lot of stress anyway. So the worst you can get on the exam is 80%. So right now your midterm grade is, all other stuff is graded normally. But with that exam in there, that's the worst you can do. So your grade in the class can only go up. It cannot go down with the exam.
That seems like a lot of work for you. Not the curve, but the putting everything in the. Maybe you should just try a different method.
Trust me, I've thought of a million different ways to do it. And this is the only way that involves me not sending you the actual exam. I'd rather do all of this work than have to completely reorganize my exams. I know all of you are honest, nice people, but I know people keep exams. I just know that happens. It's
Couldn't
okay.
you just like type our scores in there rather than typing out all of like our answers and stuff?
Oh yeah, I could give you scores, but it's really not that nice of me to just give you a score and then you not know what you got wrong. Like, yeah, I could just definitely give you your scores, which I will. My goal is to have your grades done in your exam, hopefully by Monday or Tuesday. I'm just giving my real hope is by Sunday. What really happened, and I'm not making an excuse here. I did this to myself. I had three tests. I had an exam in every single one of my classes, which is stupid, in the same week before we all shut down. So I have a pile of exams. And then I had to make YouTube videos for all my classes and stuff. So I got behind. That's my fault. So, and I'll definitely put your scores in there, but I think there are a lot of people that work hard on those exams and you want to know what you got wrong and what you didn't. So I do want to provide you that feedback because a lot of the concepts still build on what we've gone over earlier in the class. So I'm going to work on that for you guys. You won't have any work. You won't have anything due over spring break. And I think that I'll just make a YouTube video where you can watch it and go over the exam on your own. And then you can ask me questions from there. It'll actually probably be a nice review for you guys anyway. So sorry, guys. I hope that makes sense. Your midterm grades will go in right after we're done with this conversation. So, yeah. Questions on any of that? Questions on anything? You guys are doing, I read over all your forums. I mean, I skimmed them. Seems to be going pretty well. Do you guys like the forums? Like, I feel like that's what we're just going to do the rest of the semester. I'm just going to show you, I'm going to put the labs up that we normally would have done in class, and I want you to talk about what you think you would see. And then I'm going to post this week. I'm not going to make you do anything, but I'll try and have some data for you, whether it's imaginary or whether it's stuff that comes from me doing it on my own. I'm going to have you try and assess it, and I'll try and make it as simple as possible. So, and I will try and figure out if I can lock the Excel sheets so they can't be modified. I should have looked into that ahead of time. That's something I didn't think about. I think Kira uses Google Docs too in motor learning, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys have any question over class stuff or homework? Are you guys staying sane?
No.
No. Is anybody still exercising?
Every day.
Every once in a
What
while,
are
I
you
will.
What are you guys doing?
Yesterday I ran 3 miles, which is a lot for me. For some people that's not, but I was proud.
Yesterday was a nice day to run.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I was inside all day doing homework.
Oh
I
no.
missed out on it.
I know.
Both days that it was great weather, I was stuck inside doing homework all day.
You gotta take some breaks, Birch, and go out and get some vitamin D.
I gotta get it done.
I feel you.
Doing hard work and cleaning the house the entire time.
Yeah, I feel that too. I've been cleaning my room every single day just to make it feel like that I've got something accomplished.
Yeah, it is. I'm think between Kira and myself, we pretty much have the entire lab at our houses, and so I feel like I'm not near as clean as my wife is, but I feel like I'm sitting in like a pile of just crap all the time because there's just stuff everywhere. So
I've also rewatched all the Harry Potter movies, so I got accomplished
ooh, that's a
something.
good idea. Selzer, what'd you say you're doing to work out?
Just go outside.
Go outside.
Yeah.
Look
On
at the
runs.
sky.
Huh?
Do you look at the sky and name the clouds as they go by?
No, I go on runs. I've been running to a softball field so I can let out some of my emotion.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're in Franklin still.
Yeah, I'm in an apartment, so.
I went to campus on Monday, so I had to grab a few things, and there were people on the football field. They must have been a couple softball players because I couldn't see very far, but there was like 10 people out on the football field, like throwing a football, throwing a softball. Super social distancing. Let's see here. What else? Anything else you guys need? I mean, I don't want to keep you on here if I know you guys are probably got. Is the homework going okay? Or just looked at it yet, maybe?
So the part that has about like the project, we don't have to actually like write anything on the lab homework itself, right? That's like all on Google Drive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just make that template. It's the same template that we use for exercise physiology. So just your introduction and your methods. I talked to Kira, and she said you guys are stressed about your gain analysis project. I'm not going to make it some crazy, insane thing. I'll make some adjustments to it so that you guys can still it's still fun to do that stuff. But I'm not going to make you make all these videos and use Canovia. It's going to be something that you can accomplish working together, but with the resources that you have. I'm not going to make you do Zoom sessions with one another or anything like that. You can if you want, but don't stress about that. I'm going to simplify. I've already tried to simplify everything as much as possible, and I'm going to work on that over spring break. I also try and get an updated syllabus. Although I think we're still on track with chapters, so I think we're okay as far as content. Questions? Thoughts, comments? Is there anything good on TV?
I've been watching Tiger King on Netflix, and I'm obsessed.
The couple of the freshmen or the people, the students in EXE 244 were talking about this, and I asked them, I said, what the heck is this Tiger King that I've been hearing about? So it's this dude that just has tigers?
It's like multiple people that own like exotic cats, and they all hate each other because like they're all like competing businesses or whatever, and it's just hilarious. Like it's the dumbest show ever, but it's so funny. You should watch it. It's so funny.
I'll have to. Is it? Are they all like? Where are these people all at in the country? Are they?
One's in Oklahoma, like the Tiger King is in Oklahoma, and then the other one's like in South Carolina or something, and then another one's in Florida. I don't know. There's all over. There's one in Indiana, but he's not a big portion of the show. But I didn't know we had one of those.
One of the students in 244 said that like in the show, somebody like one of the employees get their arm bitten off or something.
What?
Took her arm through the cage. Like, don't be stupid. That's on her.
Yeah, that's all her.
Let's see. My mom's all excited because this weekend we're gonna try and play games on Zoom. So yeah, let's see if I can. Here, I'll show you what we did for my grandparents on Monday. See. So here, I'll share my screen with you guys. So they obviously they're 83 and 88, I think. So there's my grandma. She's talking to my sister on the phone. And what we did is we all just lined up and that's my whole family. It was pretty cool. I'm pretty sure my grandpa cried.
Was there an occasion, or did you just do it randomly?
We just because of the shelter in place went in effect on Tuesday. That was Tuesday. We did that because one of my aunts goes over there. They have tons of medicine that they take. But a lot of us hadn't seen him in a while, and we're pretty close with him. So we just decided to go over and park our cars and say hi to him.
That's cute.
Yeah, super cute.
That's what heaven strives for.
Are you guys? So who's the farthest away? Anybody? Is there anybody that's like not in Indiana right now?
I'm almost in Michigan.
Yeah. Does anybody have any biomechanics questions? It's okay if not.
I just come here to get my weekly dose of social interaction.
I don't think it's quite as fun as it was at 7:30 last week.
This is too early. Not a morning person.
Yeah, this is super early. It's 10:30 in the morning.
It's 10:50, but still.
This is way too early.
Sleep right now on a normal day.
Braden, the only thing that Braden has said the entire time, this is way too early.
So you catch me at 7:30 on a Friday with a beer. It's gonna be a lot more eventful.
Yeah. I know. I even questioned whether or not I should have posted that YouTube video out, but it's all right. I mean, so if we do Zoom sessions in the future, is like noon?
Yeah.
7:30.
7:30. Okay.
12 would work a tad bit better for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had like 8 alarms set this morning, and I about snoozed through all of them.
Well, you can go back to sleep, Augie. I don't think we're talking about anything important right now.
No, I'm kind of awake now, so
Oh, okay.
I can do my homework and everything today because I still have a lot.
Are you in Franklin? Braden?
But now at my house.
Which is where?
I'm from McCordsville, so it's just like
Oh,
under
yeah.
an hour. It's just like a half an hour east of Indy.
Yeah, McCordsville is Cordsville. That's not too far from the Ruoff Home Music Center.
No, it's not far from there at all. I live like 10 minutes away from there, probably.
Lucky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like an hour from it.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, it's an easy drive there. So
Whenever we go to concerts, we skip the main exit to Noblesville and we go to the McCordsville exit. And
yep, that's
But
what you have to do.
don't think it's useful anymore because everybody knows about that shortcut now.
Yeah. At that point, you just got to get there early.
Yeah,
If not, you're going to be out there for hours.
which is okay for some people.
Yeah.
They're doing all sorts of live concerts. All sorts of artists are doing live concerts, like on Instagram and stuff like that.
I heard that on the radio. Everybody's like performing in their bedrooms.
Morgan Wallen did.
Yeah. Last night, Dave Matthews did one. It was awesome.
Ryan May has just been posting 8-minute long guitar solos every day.
Who is that? Who?
The guitarist for Queen, Brian May.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Who is also a genius, an astrophysicist.
Yes. Yeah. All the members of Queen are. If you guys haven't seen the Bohemian Rhapsody, that's a cool movie. Well, let's see. I think I have. If any of you are in 375, I'm just going to tell them the exact same thing. I also need to find some time to work on my PhD. That would be nice. So let's see. Well, I was curious. Some of you athletes got an extra year of eligibility, but you probably won't use it because you're going to grad school.
I mean, like, I technically could since I'm doing my 5th year through Franklin, but I don't think I will, honestly.
No?
I mean, I guess it'll be a thing to think about when I actually cross the road, but I don't think I will just because it's that last year in the AT program and it'd just be really rough.
My dad's trying to get me to go to Franklin's PA program now so I can play again.
Do it, Kayla.
Hanson, will you come back for another golf season?
No. Our eligibility is up though, because our season's in the fall.
What'd you say?
Our season's in the fall, so
Oh, that's right. That's right. I don't know why I always think golf is a spring sport.
yeah, the guys is.
You
Did you see that?
You live close to a golf course, Meg, at all?
Yeah, I live like a minute away.
From where?
Sunrise. I live in Madison though.
Oh, okay. Are they closed? Did they close the course?
No, there's people still golfing.
Yep. If I have time next week, I'll go. I drove by the Legends on Tuesday after I got stuff, and it was packed. Packed.
Really?
I mean, there was no parking spaces left. Now there were some interesting people. I could see people in clumps. They weren't social distancing at all. But if I went golfing, I'd just walk and stay away from everybody.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Audi in Greenwood?
Yeah, I haven't been there in a long time, but that's when I first started golfing. That's the only place I would go because that's the only place I felt confident that I couldn't hurt anybody.
I used to live over there, and my dad got to be good friends with the owner, and he would just let my dad use a golf cart and drive all of us kids around the neighborhood, like all day.
And a lot of the golf courses right now, you can't be in a golf cart with somebody else. So it's single people in golf carts. It's really and like at the Legends, so I pay, like I'm a member there. I just but I can call on the phone, and they have my credit card on file. I don't even have to go inside. It's kind of nice. So I can just get out of my car and never like come in contact with a human if I don't want to.
I say we go and get a bunch of golf carts and have our own Indy 500.
Yeah.
Franklin.
They put it out to August. I really hope they can still get the same bands too. That'll be interesting.
They still currently have high school sports that are like going to be able to play, because my sister's the Cascade High School softball coach. And I mean, obviously they're like completely out of school until like May 1st. But when they come back, they're able to have 4 practices and play games.
How long does softball season go?
In high school, if you go to state, it could go to like mid-June.
Well, so will they start playing? Will they start playing games?
Yeah, I mean, so you have like 4 practices. Like normally in high school, the rule is you have to have 10 consecutive practices before you can play. Now they're going to change it to where you only have to have 4. So they're going to do 4 practices and then go straight to playing games. But I think they're going to do like double headers and tournaments so they can get more games in.
During May?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because when they go back, I'm the volunteer now to help with the pitchers since our season's over, and I need something to do.
There you go. Who throws it faster, Selzer or Birch?
I don't know.
You guys ever clock yourselves?
Well,
No.
we're probably decently even.
All right, moving past the awkwardness that I created. You guys got a ton of work to do besides my class?
Yeah. No, because I'm finally done now with all my stuff since I spent 8 hours each day doing homework.
What do you guys do?
We're learning for the lab manual. Since we're not doing the labs, are we still supposed to answer the questions for the lab or just in a case study?
Are you talking about my class?
No, motor learning.
Okay.
I'm doing all of it still.
Yeah.
How are you going to do the questions? Because it asks for the results of the lab.
Are you talking about chapter 9?
Yeah, I'm talking about chapter 8.
Oh.
But yeah, chapter 9 too.
But we did do chapter 8.
And you were able to get results.
Can you what?
You were able to get the results because you had your numbers, and then you could just pick 3 other people if you wanted from the Excel sheet.
I wonder if I was missing that day or something.
Can you guys do a lot of the experiments for motor learning on your own?
But we couldn't do this week's.
Yeah.
Good, but she said it was difficult, so this one was kind of like optional to do.
Yeah. I have all of the biomechanics stuff at my house. It's super hard to do that stuff there, which that's why biomechanics is fun, because we get to use all the cool fun technology.
Well, now we don't, so.
What's that?
Now we don't get to use it.
I know. But some of you juniors can just come in and use it on your own next year. I'm sure you will. Hey, if you guys talk to Dakota, is he on here?
No.
He's not.
No.
He got accepted to Ball State, and they gave him a GA position for the PhD.
Oh, that's cool.
Good for him.
You should congratulate him.
Oh, what position?
A graduate assistant. So.
Oh, graduate. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. But
Yep, that's what Kira and I did. They paid for school.
damn.
He like skipped some other like optional lecture he had the other day to host our SI session.
What's
He's
that?
like, I'd rather be here with you guys. He skipped his like one of his like optional lectures for class to like do our SI session.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
What a badass.
Yeah, he's good. I think he'll be a good teacher. I think that's what he wants to do. He wants to be a professor. What'd you say?
He said he wants to be a professor of X-Phys.
Yeah, he'll be even more hardcore than I would be. Probably.
Yeah,
no
I feel like I would hate to be in his class, but like I feel like he would also really know like what he's doing. So
What are you trying to say, Birch?
he's just really rough. I feel like he's really good at explaining things. I feel like he just sometimes doesn't know how to like break it down either.
Yeah, well, that's every professor. If everything if I could say everything the way it was in my head, then I mean I'd be the best professor in the world.
And I'd have 100% probably.
Yeah, you would. If I was perfect, you'd be perfect. Yeah. Well, let's see. Oh boy.
Have any of you guys done Kira's exam yet?
Yeah,
Yeah, I did too.
it's really not that bad.
Okay, because I am still have not done it.
A lot of it is like directly from the notes or from that Jeopardy game.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
How does her exam work? Do you have a period of time that you have to do it, or
Hour.
Yeah, we got an hour.
is it on Moodle? Is it timed on Moodle?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're allowed to use our notes, the book, PowerPoints, Jeopardy game. We're allowed to basically use everything but the internet.
Wait,
And
so did it take you the full hour?
I had like 10 minutes left, I think.
I finished mine in like 30 minutes, but then I like went back through and I used it all the time.
Yeah.
How does she make sure that you're not using the internet?
She says you can see it through Moodle.
Oh yeah, that's true. It does have a little thing on there.
Yeah, and she said she can see who's logged in at the same time too, so she can kind of assume if we're using other people.
That makes a lot of sense. Huh.
Kevin's like, let me look into this now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We won't have an exam
What
until
you ended up with yet, or is it still like on the exam?
What'd you say? Braden, are you talking to me? Sorry.
No, I'm talking to.
What'd you say?
Do you know what you ended up with on the exam yet, or no?
No.
Or is it still like?
It won't show until midnight on Sunday.
Damn.
I know.
That's the one thing I hate about this is like how everything's due on Sunday because I get it all done early and I like want to see my scores, but then I can't until like the end of the week.
I hate that everything is due on Sunday because I wait until Saturday to do it.
You might check with. I think there's a way in Moodle, and every professor is different. I think there's a way to be able to see your score, but not see the right and wrong answers to every question. I think there is a way that you can set it on Moodle to where you know what your score is when you're done, but you don't know which ones you got right or wrong.
Your quizzes used to be like that.
Yeah.
Then you stopped doing that.
I feel like that's something the professor has to set.
What's that?
I think the professor has to set that.
Yes, I do. And there's so many quizzes that if that setting fell off on a couple of them, then I can go back and look.
Well, I just know like Kira didn't have it set up like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and some professors might not want you to know your score right away. Yeah. Are you guys, I mean, this is a stupid question, sort of. I know you don't have any plans over spring break, but do you plan to do anything different than you normally are right now, except for not doing school?
Nope.
Might go golfing, but that's about it.
There you go.
I just need to get out of this house.
Yeah. Good.
I might
I,
be going fishing.
what's that?
I might be going fishing because my boyfriend gets his new boat today.
All right. All right. That's cool. Good. You can catch some fish.
Then fry it up and eat it.
Huh?
And then fry it up and eat it.
There you go. Yeah, I bought a basketball goal for $70 on Craigslist a couple weeks ago, and so I could have one in my driveway. It's awesome. That way I can get out of the house and do something that's still at my house, but
We've just bought a bunch of puzzles.
puzzles are good too.
And then we bought a Frozen themed Monopoly game and we played it the other night.
Frozen.
As in Disney.
Oh, what's that?
Like as in Disney Frozen.
Anna and Elsa? Yeah.
Yep. Because it was the cheapest version.
We watched the second one a couple weeks ago. It was pretty good.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I've never ever hopped on those movies.
I love the movies.
I made it until about a month ago without having seen the first one. So.
Oh man, second one's good. First one's classic, instant classic.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to watch the second one now.
I honestly like the second one. Like I usually don't like sequels better than like the originals, but I kind of like the sequel better on this one just because Olaf's a lot funnier.
Yeah, he talks a lot more.
He does.
Isn't it on Disney Plus?
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus now.
Alright. I know what my days consist of.
How's the Heverin household been?
Good. My wife, she works up in. We have like a finished attic loft thing in our house, and she works up there. I think she's probably Zooming with some of her students right now, and so she stays up there, and I work. Well, I work pretty much all over the house because I can't stay in one spot for too long. And look, like on a day when it's nicer outside, we'll walk the dog around lunchtime and then go back to work. We're in a better rhythm now. I think the first week we had to figure some stuff out. I'm sure everybody did. Let's see. Got a couple of notifications popping up here.
Did you see that they found a case of the coronavirus?
Case of what?
The coronavirus?
Yep. Over in the master's program, somebody at Acorn Street has it.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is though.
I think it was just one of the professors of the PA program.
Oh, really? Okay.
What's that?
It's
So
me.
that
I was just
Otterbein,
It was Aki.
I'm yawning over here.
that Otterbein place that had like seven people.
I know. That's like the worst place to have it.
Well, my grandma lives there, and she's got. So.
Oh, is it an assisted living facility or?
Yeah.
Dang.
So we're a little upset that they let that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did one of the guests, somebody come in and have it?
So they have like nurses and people that help all of the residents. They go to the separate houses and places, and I think one of those people had it and spread it.
Yikes. That's no good.
And they've been delivering all of their mail to their house, so maybe if one of the mail deliverers had it, then it just spreads. So
Is your grandma okay?
yeah, she's fine right now, but I mean they got to get that under control.
So a lot of people in the nursing home have it.
There were only seven.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Well, it is, but I think there's over 300 people that live there. So
Yeah, but in a small area, that seems like a lot.
yeah.
That's so scary. Mhm.
But the way that it's set up is pretty cool. The like the higher risk people are all in the central building, but then there's a bunch of houses that go around it that residents live in too. That's where my grandma lives. So
Oh, who's that one? You got two. Who's the other one, Kendrick?
Stop it. This is Jasper. This is the fat one. He'll be four. He'll be 4 this summer.
Hannah has a kitty.
And this is Zeus being jealous. Stop it.
But mom, you gotta touch me too.
Get out of the box.
Hannah, what's your kitty's name?
Her name is Maddie.
Oh.
The other one's sleeping right now, and I don't like him. We're mean to each other.
Sarah, is Zoe around?
Let's see. I'm sure I'll start getting some more people showing up from 375. You guys are welcome to hang out if you want.
Hold on, I have an important question. Nobody go anywhere.
So important that you waited about 45 minutes to ask it. All right.
Well, listen, my roommate does not know yet because I don't know if it's official, so like I don't want to say something in case it's not official, but she just left, so now I can ask. So I might, hold on.
I can't.
Hold on!
Is that a dog? Oh, no way.
Let me come up with names.
Pit bull, right?
Official. It's not official, so I can't get too excited, even though I'm a little excited. But I want to figure out names. Can you help me with names? Here.
This is a dog that you might get?
Yes. I'm so
What's
excited.
the gender?
Boy.
Oh.
He's so
What about hold on.
Rascal.
What?
I don't know about Thor.
Ooh, Thor's a good one.
I don't like big, like, tough.
He doesn't look like a Thor.
Don't do Zeus.
Tank.
Zeus will be just big babies. Don't do Zeus.
Do you want to name it like? Do you want to name it like a human name? Like
No, I hate human names for dogs.
Okay.
His name's gotta be Tank.
No.
What about
Rex.
I like the name I've come up with. I like the name Blue, like BLU. Blue, cute because he has blue eyes. Okay, thank you. I also thought of Ollie, but he's gonna get big, so that's a cute puppy name.
that is cute. Who's what's your dog's name, Logan?
Dempsey.
Dempsey.
Jack
What the
Dempsey.
heck is my puppy?
His face looks so cute.
She's not happy because I went and woke her up.
Hannah, what about Gizmo?
Huh?
What about Gizmo?
Oh, I love that.
I feel like that's not a pit bull name.
Or Bruno?
Uh,
I think that's just a weird
Oscar.
name.
Okay, Oscar, no. That's a bad name. Sorry, whoever said
Well,
You can do
Oscar?
Simba.
Yeah.
what about like naming it after a planet, like Mars?
What?
Yeah.
I
No.
love how this is, I just realized, this is all recording and you're going to be posting our conversation about dog names.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
We haven't talked
Jupiter.
about this once, so really there's no need to.
where are you getting him from, Phil? Or thinking about where is he at?
So they sold all of them, but then this one guy's like not making his deposit, so like we might get him. So that's why I'm like not trying to get too excited because it's like a maybe. But I think he's like an Indian.
Shelter or something in Franklin?
Huh?
Where did he come from? Like a shelter or like a?
Oh, just like a breeder.
Oh, gotcha. Somebody's breeding pit bulls?
It's just like, well, I don't think it just had babies. I don't know if like it was on purpose.
Oh, I'm just curious.
Well, I don't really know that much about it.
Yeah, maybe you can train him. You know, to be a
No.
protector.
Like a fight dog? No.
No, I'm kidding.
He's such a cutie.
What about Bo?
Oh, I like Bo. That's cute. I asked my sister for names too, and she said Bentley. I like the name Bentley. That's cute.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm very conflicted.
When we were thinking of names for Zeus, we were thinking of like Mufasa and stuff because my boyfriend loves Lion King. So we were thinking like Simba, Mufasa, or something like that. But
Scamp is from Lady and the Tramp.
What do you say?
Scamp is from Lady and the Tramp. It's from the second one. It's their kid. And then our other dog was Mickey. So, of course, we got Disney names.
Of course.
What is the crab's name in Little Mermaid?
Sebastian.
Oh.
Sebastian, that would be a good one. You call
I
him
think that's the name right there.
Sure.
Sebastian. I could not imagine like calling a puppy Sebastian.
Oh, look at her.
Oh, my.
Another cat.
That's what Luna does. So your dog will just go behind you, right? And it has to be behind you.
Yeah, no, she doesn't like me all that much, but
Oh.
she's tired, and this was the only place to lay down. My mom's on a conference call, so she said, "Come get her."
Zeus, my God.
He's
He
just.
has no clue what personal space is at all.
I love it.
Well,
He's
there's
a
another
boxer
cat.
pit mix, so he thinks he has no idea. Like he just thinks is wherever he wants to lay, he can fit, and he does not fit anywhere.
Mhm. How many cats do you have, Hannah?
I only have two.
Who's this one?
This is Kairos. He's part dog, even though he hates dogs. But when he meows, he sounds like a dog.
Holy crap, look at that cat. Sorry, I was Ooh, that is like
Talking about it.
no, it's a Halloween cat. Look at that cat. Man, it's cute. Look at the eyes. Are those yellow eyes?
They're green.
Woo.
Look at me. Yeah.
Like that's like an Egyptian cat.
He came from a hotel that my dad was at for a like a ministry that they go into, like the what's it called, like correctional facilities and stuff. And so this is the only cat he ever brought home. So we named him after Kairos.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. He's weird. And he slobbers. Like, I have slobber all over me.
Oh, he needs a bib.
Yeah. Like, our dogs don't even slobber that much.
There's no way he slobbers more than Zeus when after he takes a drink of water. There's a trail
Oh,
after him.
what's yours names, Alicia?
Scamp. He kind of wants to not be in here right now. He's freaking out because the door's shut.
Oh no!
And
Look,
he's not around my mom.
I gotta get out of here.
No, he's not around my mom, so he freaks out when he's not with my mom.
Yeah, she's not very happy because she.
She's pissed.
Jasper.
Sleep right now? The one in the front?
Where's your dog at, Hevron?
Oh, let's go see, shall we?
Since we're all doing a little pet show and tell here.
I bring my dogs in, but they were just outside, so their feet are all muddy now. So they have to wait till they dry off.
So you guys see how big Zeus is, or at least, fairly how big he is. this is what. Let me find a good picture. When we first got him, he was the biggest in the litter, but he was so tiny.
Here, I'll take you to her.
Are we getting a house tour?
Logan, your dog is just like straight up like staring.
I know. She wants to go downstairs.
That picture's so cute. Aw.
That's Zeus when he first got him, and now he weighs.
There she is. This
Like
is what she
50
does
pounds.
about 50 times a day.
Oh.
That's what we call a poo turd. Oh, I woke you up. Hello, pretty.
I would much rather have a lazy dog like that than like a hyper little one though.
Good luck with the pit bull then, Selzer.
Pitbulls are right.
When she, well, she's older now, but pit
Pit
bulls
bulls are
are
psychotic.
they are high drive dogs, so they need lots of exercise and attention. I wouldn't have
Pitbull before. I love pitbulls. They're my.
And watch out for the tail. The tails are deadly.
Yes, they are very whippy, aren't they? Now she's out here. Oh my goodness.
See, I want a corgi.
Right.
I'm obsessed with corgis.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Meg. Oh my gosh, that's such a cute dog.
He does not care.
What kind of dog is that, Heaven?
Mine?
Yeah.
Pit bull. She's probably got a little lab in her, but we got her at the animal control.
Oh, that does not look like a pitbull.
The really funny thing about like terriers or pit bulls is she makes some of the weirdest sounds I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. Yes.
Oh, that's her?
That was my dog.
Jen is whining at me now.
When Zeus plays, he makes some noises that don't even sound like they should be coming from a dog at all.
Yes. We call them raptor noises.
Yes, he squawks. And he loves to cuddle. Like, look. I don't know if you guys can see it, but he's laying on his brother right now.
None of my dogs at my house like to cuddle. It makes me so mad.
Scamp will only cuddle with my mom.
Pit bulls are cuddlers, so if you get the pit bull,
yes.
I want him so bad. Ugh.
Especially a boy, like they're big old mama's boys. Like he will not leave my side at all.
Ugh, my heart. Oh, okay.
Meg, what's your puppy's name?
Albert.
Albert. That's funny. Oh. I can't get over the tongue.
This is so cute. I tried to put a background on like Kira did, so now I'm stuck.
Oh, that's a nice background.
Thank you.
That's really techie. How did you do that? Let's see. Background something or other?
I don't know, I'd like to get it off now, but I don't know how. So I guess it's just gonna stay.
Sorry, dog wants to get up with me. Hello. Hello. Oh, she wants to go behind me. Oh, there she is. There we are. Oh, and your paws are all wet. That's cool. No biggie. So this is what, yes, there you go. That's what you're in for, Selzer.
Oh.
If she's awake, she has to have human squishes.
I love that. Ugh, my heart.
And they have a me and my wife, I'll take her little, she had a harness on because she was maybe going to go outside, but then it started raining and she's a big princess. So they have, we call this the little part. Most pit bulls have this right here. And we call that her Yeti.
Her what?
It's a Yeti. If you look at it, I don't know if you can see, but it's got like a little head and it's got little arms right here. And it's got little feet down here. It's like a little abominable snowman on her chest.
Interesting.
Funny.
She'll probably lay down and start snoring at some point. Yes.
How old is she?
Huh?
How old is she?
I think we got her when she was probably around a year, so probably 8 years old.
Aw.
Well, let's see.
You guys hear whining? Dempsey's over here trying to get out.
Yeah.
Look, doesn't she look just like Britt?
What type of dog is that, Haley?
A Shih Tzu.
Oh, I hear that those are really good dogs. What's the size of that tongue?
Huh?
Dog has a really long tongue.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I know. It doesn't fit in his mouth. He looks really weird when he puts it in.
Scamp is part Shih Tzu. He's Shih Tzu and Maltese.
I could tell he is Shih Tzu. But doesn't Dipsy look like Britt?
A little bit. Yeah, she's got her tongue out.
But she has like an underbite, like how.
I love when dogs have underbites. It's so funny. It's so
go.
cute.
Yes.
Hmm.
Show and tell, and you got to be in show and tell today. Yeah. Now we're going to sleep. Now we're. Yep.
That was quick.
She does this, she'll get into a position where I can't sit back on the couch because her butt's in the way, but I can't get up because her head is on top of me too. But she's comfortable. Yeah, you are. She doesn't like the rain.
Is it raining where you're at?
Yeah, a lot. I'm in Indy, so is it raining in Franklin?
Yeah. Well, Whiteland.
It's raining in Franklin.
It's raining in Coatesville a little bit, but not a whole lot. It just got done storming.
I think it's raining every day in Whiteland.
I don't know about McCordsville yet. Still haven't gotten out of bed.
But Alicia, it shouldn't matter if it's raining in Coatesville, right?
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Oh my gosh. I've actually never heard that, so that's
Nobody's ever made that joke before?
nobody ever makes jokes about Coatesville that way. If we get made fun of, it's because we live out in the middle of cornfields.
Nobody's ever said that winter is okay. It's okay because it's Coatesville.
No.
Oh. That's okay. I make jokes in my wife's hometown like that, and my in-laws have the same reaction.
Kayla, this is what you get to deal with if you get the pit bull. Like he's always stop.
None of my dogs like they just want to chill by themselves, like do their own thing. Like I just want all the love and affection.
He just put my whole hand in his mouth.
You will get it.
That's fine.
So your parents had dogs, Selzer, but you never had your own?
3 at my house, but I don't have any here.
Is your roommate about the dogs?
Well, she and her boyfriend had one, so there's been one here, but then they broke up, so there's not a dog. So we need one. You know?
Will you? Oh no. Oh, crap.
I would say this is definitely my favorite Zoom. I've had show and tell.
I bet you other professors actually make you do work on your Zoom. I had some of the. Do you guys actually have any Zoom? Taylor, you're here. All right.
I'm so mad she missed the last hour of this. This would have been her ideal Zoom.
Yeah.
Are there any professors that are actually doing full-on class on Zoom?
Not any of mine. The only Zoom I have are yours and Kira's, and Kira's are only Fridays as like a weekly review, kind of like what yours is.
When she comes.
Yeah, when she comes. She forgot. She texted us saying that she thought all day today it was Thursday.
Yes.
My girlfriend.
Is that your dog, Augie?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if anyone.
I just have it
had
as my background right now.
What'd you say, Logan?
Oh, I like Svetlana.
Svetlana.
I dropped her class because it was extremely hard.
Yeah, she's been having lectures
I don't like
twice a week.
Well, she's a good professor though. I've talked to her a few times. I don't get to see her very much, but what class does she teach?
Yeah, art history.
I had her for drawing one, and I hated it.
Is Abby in your class for that? Art history?
What?
Abby Boston in your class for that?
I'm not in the class. My girlfriend is, but when she's here, I have to sit and listen to her lecture, and it's awful.
And she does all like actual live lectures through
Yeah.
Zoom.
Yep.
Man, that would be so hard.
Yeah.
Now, so for some of you that are in biomechanics, somebody said, I think Hannah said earlier that the Zoom lecture worked okay.
Yeah.
The Zoom lecture that I did and I posted on YouTube for this week, that you like that for biomechanics?
Yes.
Okay.
How'd you get it to go away, Alicia?
Huh?
How'd you get it to go away, the background?
I just went back to click none. So if you open up the option to add a virtual background, it'll say none.
Oh, okay, never mind. I think I'm way past that point. Because I did this before I even got on here.
Oh.
I don't know how to get back.
If you are showing up for 375 testing prescription, if you're on here now, we're going to hang out for a few more minutes to see if anybody else shows up. My dog's here. Yes, aren't you? Oh, my.
Haley, how did you change your background?
I just, before I got on, there was a button that said something about the background, and I just clicked it and then clicked on a random picture in my computer.
If you go down to where you would turn off your video camera, there's a little up arrow. If you click on the up arrow and it says choose virtual background.
Ah! Okay, I like that. Maybe I should pick a new picture.
Okay, I'm getting off. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Yeah, same. I need to go eat lunch.
He just isn't hearing you.
No.
Zoned out.
Am I missing?
Bye, Heaven. I'm getting off.
Yeah.
You guys leaving?
Bye.
Have a good weekend.
You too.
All right. 375. We'll give it another minute, and then I'll give you some updates on class, and then we'll go from there. I also need to input your midterm grades. So if I'm looking off to the side, that's what I'm doing right now.
Severin!
Yeah.
Cut my background.
Oh, that's awesome. Pretty good. So you can just a screenshot or whatever and then use it as your background?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Look at Haley is a Zoom master now. I like yours, Kendrick. I didn't see that before. Oh, is that Puppy Zeus? Yeah.
Augie.
What?
What's his name?
Murphy. He likes his little toy.
Murphy, that's a good name for a dog.
And then here he is again when he's not as cute.
Here's my dog.
Let's see.
Oh, gosh.
Elise, where's Brett?
I don't
Is
know.
he not getting on?
Probably not.
Can't believe him.
Apparently, all he's been doing is playing Call of Duty. So
I mean, that's about all I've done too. After I do homework all day, I'll hop on that all night.
So when
sounds like the life.
When does the sleep happen, Braden?
About 3 o'clock or later.
Gotcha. All right.
That's why this was a little early for the day.
So, 375. How are you guys doing? Some of you obviously are a holdover here from biomechanics. If you need to unmute yourself to talk, that's fine. You can post stuff in the comments. So a couple of updates on class. I've been trying to figure out a way to get some feedback for you guys on your exams, and I said it to biomechanics. I'm super far behind on grading. So what I did, I just entered your midterm grades, and what I did for the exam, since I don't have scores ready for you guys, I gave everybody a 42 out of 50 as a placeholder, which is an 80%. That's basically the curve. That is the lowest grade that you will get on the exam once I'm done grading them. So if you got like a 77 on the test, you're now automatically at an 80%. Those are placeholder grades. Now, what I had to figure out how to do, I'm sure there are some people that have just been sending you scanned images of your exams. I really don't want to do that for a variety of reasons. Primarily because I don't want to give away my exams because I've been working on them for the last couple of years, and they're getting really close to being perfect. Not perfect, but close. So what I'm going to do, and if I figure out a better system, I'll do that. But what I'm going to do for the time being, and I'm going to start working on it this weekend, is I'm going to grade your exams, and every section I'm going to, sorry, Haley, you are you're like the example in all of these because you're first in the alphabet. So let's say in choose all that apply, you marked A and B. All this feedback will be for anything that you get incorrect. And I'm going to tell you what you got incorrect, and then I'm going to copy and paste your portion of the Excel document and send it to you. I might post it in Moodle. I might email it to you. That way you actually have feedback on the exam, and then I'll just make a YouTube video where I go over all parts of the exam that you can watch anytime you want. And then I'll update your scores. So right now, as far as your midterm score in the class, you can look in Moodle, and you can look at your midterm score. That's the lowest it could be at this point. It can only go up with the exam. All right. I'm also going to, are there any questions on that? I'm really sorry, you guys. I don't really have an excuse. I've just gotten more and more behind as this thing has developed. So spring break is my catch-up week. But I think we've moved okay through some of the material in the class so far. Are there any questions on grades or anything that has to do with like what you're working on right now in class? A couple quizzes, right? And clients for Franklin Fit. That's also something I'm working on through spring break, is getting you guys clients and communicating. And we will be doing Franklin Fit virtually. So if you haven't, let's see if you, Logan, are you going to get yourself a client, or do I need to get one for you?
I will contact someone today.
Okay. For those of you who haven't looked at the Google Doc that I put a link for on Moodle. Take a look at that. How's Thompson doing? Has anybody heard from him?
He's doing fine. He just doesn't talk to anybody.
Cool. All right. That's all right. So fill out the Google Doc if you need a client. I'm going to wait until probably Saturday, tomorrow or Sunday, and then I'm going to send out asking for clients for those who need clients. And after you get back from spring break, we'll have an updated syllabus, and I will outline everything on Moodle about how to approach. Really, the construct of Franklin Fit doesn't change. It's just the delivery of the material is different. So if the person you're working with is really comfortable with Zoom, you could do a Zoom session where you show them exercises. If they're not comfortable with Zoom, you might have to have mom or dad or grandma or grandpa or a roommate or whoever hold your cell phone and make a short video and transfer to YouTube and send them the link. As far as like assessments and things like that, maybe you do stuff over the phone. Maybe you do stuff through email. Maybe you set up a Google Doc and share it with them. There's lots of things you can do, and I'm not going to. I'll give you options for what you could do, but I'm going to kind of leave things open to you guys when we get to the point when you start training your clients. It's the same exact thing. What works best for you and them. Hey, Taylor, Haley.
What? They're not. I'll mute you. Hey, guess what? I didn't hear it.
There you go. What questions do you guys have about anything going on in class? I mean, I'm never going to do like live classes. So this is more for you, asking questions, catching up. As we get past spring break, if there's like actual class content that, we're going over throughout the week, I think we might have a little bit more to talk about on Zoom. But for the most part, anything that you do in class is going to be like on your own, watching the YouTube videos for lecture, things like that. How did the lecture come off? I made this week's lecture in PowerPoint, and I made it into a YouTube video. So I think you could see me a little bit. It's a really long lecture. Chapter 7 is long.
Yeah, it went over class time.
My bad.
Can we ask our questions now?
Yeah, ask anytime.
Is it okay if we use an exercise science faculty member?
Who?
Please say yes. I already put it down.
Eiler? Yeah, I don't care if you use Dr. Eiler. That's fine.
Can I use Brittner?
Oh, God.
Sure, if he does it, that's fine.
I love Brittner. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm just gonna leave it up to the.
I think that Mark would be a good client.
A guy
He's
that
great.
eats ice cream every night. You have
He
to work.
walks around Spurlock every day.
Yeah, he's up there all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he eats pie every night. Pie and ice cream every night.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of his sex and ice cream diet?
I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah, you eat ice cream and then you have to burn enough calories with sex to balance the two out. Yeah.
Yep. Him and
Not
his brother
walking,
are gonna write a book.
not exercising in other ways. That's I like it. You know that they've done metabolic analysis on people during sex. They hook them up to a mask and oxygen and all sorts of stuff. They've done studies on it. I know what you're all thinking. Why didn't I go into that side of research? All of you, let's see. Who's all here? Who do we got? We got Yance here. I see Haley's here. Both Haley's. Hannah, Kendrick. Who is iPhone 3? Who is that?
I think it's Damien.
Miller? We got Miller on here. Man, I haven't seen.
Yeah, I just woke up.
Brett told me he forgot.
That's all good. It's recorded.
Cool.
Good question. Haley, what other questions anybody has for class? Yeah, look through Moodle. If you have questions on your midterm, let me know.
For the lab, for like the exercise sessions, like when they're first starting or whatever, do we have to fill in all of those boxes with something?
No, and that's a good question. I provide you with. I always provide you with just a certain amount of boxes. You don't have to fill in everything. Just provide the information that you think is correct and go from there. No, you don't. I think this chapter is actually really interesting in this class because it talks about 3 groups that there are always myths about. I just saw a research study by ACSM, or posted on ACSM's website about women and pregnancy. I mean, one of the biggest myths out there surrounding exercise has to do with pregnant women. So and older adults and children. Oh, children can't do weightlifting because they'll stunt their growth, which is absolutely untrue. Now, if you put a humongous barbell on a kid's back and make them lift it as much as they possibly can every single day for a month, yeah, that could definitely end up hurting them, but it could for an adult too. So, yes. Sorry, somebody needed a kiss. Yeah. Oh, are we getting up? Hello. Hi. We had a nap. We're awake now. She's gonna start whining. Who do you got there, Haley? Taylor?
Daisy.
Lavender.
You asked me a question and you didn't even respond.
You said her name is Bitsy, right?
It's Daisy.
Daisy, what type of dog? Dachshund? Is that like a...
Yeah, she's a dachshund. Right?
Cute dog. How old is she?
She'll be 6 in October.
Damien, get Delilah.
Delilah, come here.
Oh, I see. Your phone is sitting on the desk. I understand now.
Come here. Look.
Oh my goodness. Oh my. It's waiting.
Oh God. That is Delilah.
Is everything else going all right? For those of you who are here, just life in general?
It's hard.
Yeah, it's no fun.
Yeah. There's a lot to keep track of.
What's that?
There's a lot to keep track of.
Is it more to keep track of than normal?
Yeah, because we have a normal schedule normally. Like, our classes are at a set time every day, and we have practice at the time that we have practice every day. Now things are just different with, different meetings throughout the week and just shit that you have to do that you just don't understand.
I'm gonna send out like a Google poll to get a little bit more information from you guys, and once we get back from spring break, I'll be as consistent as possible. So that's why it's nice that I can record these meetings, so people that can come, and then if you can't, don't worry about it because I'll just post the link to it. And if things that I do in class, I'm trying to get a healthy balance between still learning the things that you have to learn for class, but not stressing you the crap out. All right? Because I know that just this I know this being in all this situation is stressful anyway. So, you know, I guess if I could slap, yes, I know that I can make a poll on GroupMe, but I can't ask multiple questions at once. So I don't want to send out like 50 different polls. I appreciate that though.
Yeah, this morning with motor learning, we were all so confused.
You are all what?
Very confused
About what?
about like if we were meeting and what time we were meeting. I know that has nothing to do with you, but I'm just confused.
Well, yeah. Kira and I talk quite a bit, and we ask each other for advice on how to do things. So, just remember, I know you guys know this, but sometimes making sure you guys get really, really good content is hard when we're not teaching you from afar. So now I'm not like an online professor, so I'm having to learn how to do all this stuff. And I'm also trying not, like, I could very easily just shoot you guys a crap load of work to do, but I don't want to do that because that's stressful anyway, and you're already stressed. So
I feel like they're giving more homework now that we're online, and it doesn't make any sense.
yeah, I'm sure that it's trying to find this balance between I'm no longer in front of you guys all day, and it's like, you know, when you were saying, Haley, my PowerPoint went a lot longer than usual. When I'm teaching you in person, I can do it so much faster and easier, right? Because I'm right there. When I have to use a piece of technology, it takes twice as long. But I definitely, I think that probably these first couple weeks for everyone, professors included, is just kind of figuring out what works, what doesn't. And my goal is once we get past spring break to make things as efficient as possible, and for you to really, I need to do a better job of just making sure you guys know what's coming up every single week. Right now, I've just been kind of treading water, putting stuff out there for you guys to do so that we don't lose track of some of the content of the class. So you're still interacting with stuff, but yeah, virtual work is tough. It really is, actually. I mean, it's just technology is awesome, but actually being able to be there in person is so much more efficient. So if there's ever a time where you're like, oh my God, this is just way too much, just shoot me a message on GroupMe or send me an email, and every single professor should be flexible right now. I know that there are some people that are dealing with other things that are way more important than getting a lab in for our classes. Not that that's not important, but I'm flexible. Just stay in communication. It is not our goal to add any more stress, but we also can't just automatically pass you. Unfortunately, we want you guys to still learn some of the
Good.
I still want you guys to be really good exercise science students.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Hey, Brett.
Hello.
Any other questions? It doesn't have to be about class. Just
Hey. Jesus. Sorry, my cat was trying to eat my headphones.
They look tasty.
What are you doing?
Hi, Brett.
Stop it, Castiel. Jesus.
Can you get Rizzo?
You got both the fries on there.
Rizzo.
Fries on here.
Rizzo, come here.
We're sitting in the same room.
This is Castiel, guys and girls. Oh, look at the dog.
Not very.
Look at Braden. He's like sitting upright and everything.
Yeah, I know. I finally hopped out of bed.
Hi, Augie.
Oh.
Well, you guys might. I mean, don't do anything over spring break. You don't. I mean, you shouldn't have to. But if you something to do is you might practice. Just get out your phone and have somebody take a video of you. Are you all at least with someone else? Is there anybody that's completely like just by themselves, staying alone, like wherever you're at, which is fine. Like, do you? I actually am going to probably put this in a poll on GroupMe. Is there anyone that's like by themselves? Does everyone at least have a roommate or somebody else that they're with?
Yes.
Okay. I'll ask the entire class that. That'll be important. What you might try next week is just have like mom or dad or grandma, grandpa, roommate, whoever, take a video of you, a short reel video of you, a real short video of you, a short reel, and try and upload it to YouTube and see if you can make a YouTube out of it. That way, when we start working with clients, that might be the easiest way for you guys to deliver content to your clients. Or you can do a Zoom meeting or a FaceTime. FaceTime is free. I guess if you wanted to do Zoom, I would have to figure out how to get you access to it for free. I don't want you to pay for it. So I can figure that stuff out. Sorry, I have like a land seal laying on me right now. Where is Cassidy right now? She's in the weight room, man.
That's her basement.
Dang. All right. She's got
Haley, your dog's tongue is sticking out.
I know. It's too long to fit in his mouth. He's so cute.
Is everybody doing all right?
I'm tired of this.
Me too, man. You got a long way to go. So the biggest thing is, I think even Haley Ash said it a few minutes ago. Your routine is basically gone. So the best thing to do is create I don't necessarily know create a new routine, but have a routine. Like, for the first week I was home, I usually get up pretty early. So right around like 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, the first week I was home, I was like getting up at 7, 7:30, 8 o'clock. And after about 3 or 4 days of that, I felt like crap. So having a routine is really important, Augie.
Hey.
Got my dog.
You got a routine. It's
I get my homework done still. I just do everything in like 2 or 3 days and then relax for the rest of the week.
Oh, that's fine. Hey, if it's who's that, Cassidy?
That's my dog. She's crazy.
What's her name?
Lady.
Oh, we had Alicia Burt's dog. She was on here earlier. His name is Scamp. I think that's from Lady. I think that's what she said.
Okay, if it's Lady, it's Tramp. It's Tramp, not Scamp.
You got yourself an entertainment center in there, Cassidy. You got weightlifting. You got some. I saw a pool table.
We have a little setup down here.
There you go.
An elliptical, treadmill.
Cassidy's gonna be jacked. Everybody trying to at least do some exercise a little bit. That can help too.
You count
your
your
It's kind of hard to have a routine though because everyone is on different schedules now. Like I know Daylin works until 4, so she can never make it to any of the FIs for biomechanics. So we have to kind of plan around other people's schedules.
Well, don't. Here's the deal. I mean, when I say have a routine, I mean try and get up at the same time every day, no matter what's happening. I'm hoping that there are not Zoom sessions going on at 7 in the morning. That would just be get up at the same time every day. Exercise every day, and try and eat well. And I mean, I can't control other people's Zoom sessions, but my Zoom sessions they're not mandatory. So if like for Jalen, that's why I'm recording it for people like her, so that she doesn't have to feel like I'm missing something completely by not being able to show up. If part of her routine, she has to go to work right now. So, which actually is probably, she'd probably say she'd rather have a regular routine, but at least she gets to go to work every single day. You know, I think it's harder for people who have to stay at home all day to develop a routine. So when I say have a routine, I just mean something that's kind of normal every single day, if you can. If you're getting up at all different times, if you're just kind of going day by day and just kind of just floating, you probably are going to go crazy. You know, if you know, maybe now you have, you're like, heck, you don't have lacrosse practice. So what do you fill that time with? Maybe an exercise routine, maybe a goal like, I've never done so many push-ups before, so I'm going to try and make that my goal since I can't practice lacrosse or whatever. And if you guys need, one of the freshmen this morning was asking me about what I'm doing to exercise. I hope over spring break I can make a video to show you some of the things that I'm trying to do. It makes you think. It actually is going to make you guys a lot better with your Franklin Fit clients because you're going to have to think. You don't have all the fancy equipment that we do in Spurlock. But it's really funny, right? Because in Spurlock, it's not the best weight room in the world by far. But when you don't have it, you're like, crap.
Is it?
I don't have dumbbells. I don't have a cable crossover machine. I don't have a barbell. I don't have all these things. And you're like, it actually makes you appreciate Spurlock's weight room a little bit. At least for me, since I work out in it.
Is it?
Does that make sense, Haley? Yeah. Routine. Start with trying to get up at the same time every day.
12 o'clock.
Yep, there you go.
I've been journaling every day.
What's that?
I've been journaling every day.
Journaling's awesome. Boop, boop, boop. There's mine.
Oh, wow.
My idea / journal thing.
Diary.
Dear Diary, today I got to see Haley Taylor. That's all.
Sounds like a good day to me.
How's Fergie Fresh doing?
Good.
Great.
What's asking you?
My boyfriend.
Is he your roommate, Brett?
No,
No.
he was last year.
Oh, if you guys, that was my dog. Oh my goodness. What do you want? Oh my goodness. Gotta let her out.
Okay, how's your coffee?
Hot.
Has anyone started the lab yet?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just all do it together, like right now.
It looks like a lot, honestly.
Just get it done. That's all that matters.
Well, I went outside.
It's not that far from his computer.
Here, let's see if we can get her to go outside.
Oh, you're taking us with you?
It's not raining, so nope, not happening.
Or
Okay.
treat out there.
You want to go outside and go potty? Come on, let's go outside and go potty.
What? It's in a flame.
Get out there. Okay, all right.
Business on top, party on the bottom.
That's right. I'm not sure I've had real pants on for 2 weeks.
I don't blame you.
Any questions over anything? Looks like it's sunny where you are, Cassidy.
It's not bad. It's not raining here.
That's good.
Yeah, it's not anywhere I'm at either.
Well,
Same. Or it did. It's done right now.
you guys, remember it's recording, so if you talk behind my back, say nice things.
Oh wait, I do have a question.
Not there.
Everin? Okay.
I can answer it.
You can't.
Probably not.
That's Augie.
Hey, love.
What's up, Augie?
Oh, nothing.
What's up, guys?
What's up, cuz? I'm
Okay.
trying to go back to bed, honestly.
No, you're not gonna be on camera.
Did anybody take the motor learning test yet?
Nope.
No, I'm about to study for it.
I've heard it's not that bad, though.
Oh, that's good.
I'm living to die another day.
I haven't done the lab manual yet for her.
I haven't either, and it's a lot.
I just did it all last night.
It's a lot.
It's not too bad though. Like the questions aren't like terribly difficult.
Are we not doing a lab report for the thing we did last week?
No.
Okay. That's a plus.
Cassidy, ask your question.
Huh?
Ask your question.
Evan's back.
Oh, he is?
Unfortunately.
Okay. So I asked my coach if she could be my client, and she said no, but her husband said he would, and he's a volunteer coach. Would that work?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Dana gave you the no, huh?
Yeah, she's having knee surgery.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I know, excuses.
Yeah. They're like buttholes. Everybody has them, and they all stink.
Nice. That was a good one.
You guys never heard that before?
What
No,
did you
I
say?
have. I just haven't heard it in a long time.
Haven't heard from you.
Well, the nicer version is excuses are like noses. Everybody has them, and they all smell.
I think the other one's funnier.
Yeah.
Yeah, buttholes are funnier.
What's that?
Buttholes are funnier than noses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get the nose one.
Classic dude response. Buttholes are definitely funnier.
Yeah, love.
Like farts, they're always funny.
Hey, you're not wrong.
So
Does anybody know anybody that's been infected?
No.
one person died in Morgan County.
Yeah, it was my mom's patient.
Really?
Yeah.
Yikes.
So she probably has it.
Uh-oh.
Come on, Jules.
Way to stay positive, Brett.
I mean, they didn't know she had it, or the person had it until they died. Like, she didn't test positive for it until after she passed away. Or he or she.
Dang.
They're like 90.
Jeez.
Wow.
We're just way above anybody right now. I'm
Well,
talking to myself.
I'm going to go. Oh, there's my wife. I'm going to go take care of multiple things.
Business.
Does anybody have any other questions about the class? I'm going to stop the recording unless anybody has like an actual class question. It's okay if you don't.